Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Constant Learners and also to a series of decoding coding. In the previous video, we saw the difference between the div tag and the section tag. I will link that video above. In this video, we are seeing 6 new tags. All of these tags are quite related to each other, but they have their own purpose in the HTML. First 3 tags that we're going to compare are main, article, and a site tag. Now, all of these 3 tags, they have no difference in the output of the HTML because all of these tags use the basic HTML tags like headings, paragraphs, links, or images, etc. Okay, within them. So these tags act as the parent tags and they contain normal headings, paragraphs, links, etc. within them. Okay, and they don't make any difference to the output of the HTML. Okay, they do not showcase the tags or elements any differently on the web page, but they are very useful to make the HTML more organized. Like if you visit your HTML after a few months or a few years, if you have your HTML organized using these tags, you will know the purpose or the content on your document. Okay. So these tags organize the content in your HTML. It makes your HTML look more appropriate and more organized. And it also helps to style your HTML using the CSS. Okay. Now the first tag that we are going to see is the main tag. Now main tag is used to write unique content of your web page or of your document. Unique content means what? Something that is not going to be repeated anywhere else. Not in your navigation bar, not in any other paragraphs, not in any sidebars, nowhere else. So that content we are going to be including in our main tag. Okay. Another tag is the article tag. Article tag can be a part of the main tag or it may not be a part of the main tag. But article tag is mainly used to write about a topic in detail. Like for example on a newspaper, there are multiple different columns, the entertainment column, the sports column. So the article tag is used to focus on one topic, okay, to write about one topic in detail. The aside tag is like the side column, right? Usually in the textbooks we see or on the web pages we see that there's a side column with some additional information. Okay, additional information that is related to our content, but it is also not very directly related to the content. Okay, so that we can add in our aside tag and we can use the CSS to style all of this content. So we are going to see both here. We're going to see our tags in HTML as well as how can we style them using the CSS. The next 3 tags that we have to see are the details tag, summary tag and the dialog tag. Now details tag acts as an extra detail, a small drop down detail. Like you can see the heading about that details tag, and if you wish or if the user wishes to view that detail, he may click on that heading and he'll get the detail about that particular heading. So that is also used to add some extra content, okay, that user can view by clicking on it. Summary tag is used along with the details tag. It acts like the heading of the details tag. And the last one is the dialog tag, which does nothing but adds the dialog to our web page, a small dialog box. So let's move on to our text editor. Here I'm using Sublime Text. You can use whichever editor you are comfortable with. And I also have some headings and paragraphs here already written, so I don't waste time writing them. The first tag that we have to see is the main tag. Okay. Now within the main tag, I'm only using a heading H1 and I'm going to add a paragraph, nothing else. If you check the output, you will know that the output is going to display a simple heading and a paragraph The output on the web page is not going to show anything about the main tag. Okay. So here I have given some heading about historical monuments, and I am adding two monuments here. One is the Taj Mahal and the other one is the Statue of Liberty. So in the output you can see my heading H1 and my paragraph. Okay. Now we are going to style this using the CSS so that we can prominently see our main tag here. I am not going to do much for the main tag, only going to add a border and some padding so that my text doesn't stick to the edges. I'm adding the black border of 2 pixels solid. And I'll be adding a padding of 5 pixels. Let's save this. You can see the border and the output of our CSS. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the article tag, because that is our next tag that we have to see. And I'm adding the article tag within the main tag here. And my article tag is going to explain about the Taj Mahal in detail, and another article tag I'll be using for the Statue of Liberty. So within this article tag, again, I'm going to be using the heading H2. As I said earlier, main tag, article tags, these use other HTML tags within them. So I'm adding the heading, the Taj Mahal, and the paragraph I've already written here. I'm just going to cut that and paste it here within my P tag. I'll also go ahead and add another article tag about the Statue of Liberty. And this tag is also going to have just the heading and the paragraph. Sorry, I forgot to add the H tag here. I'll just go ahead and add the H2 tag for the heading. And the paragraph I have ready here. I'm again going to just cut it and paste it here within my P tag. Okay, let's save this. And you can see the heading H2, the Taj Mahal, the paragraph, another heading, the Statue of Liberty, and the paragraph. As I told you, they are looking like simple headings and paragraphs, but we can observe that it is within the main tag, and that is why it is coming inside this border of 2 pixels. Now I'm going into the CSS to style the article tag. First thing I'm going to do is add the background color. Next, what do we need? We need the padding here. So I'm going to add a padding of 2 pixels. Next, I'm going to do is, I think that's enough for the article tag. We're not going to do much. So you can see the output here. Let's go back and see the aside tag now. Now, what does the aside tag do? I'm going to add a small box to the right hand side of this Taj Mahal, the paragraph and the heading. So I'm going to add a small tip here about the Taj Mahal, and it's going to appear like a small box on the right hand side. So for this, I'm going to add the aside tag inside my article tag, the article tag that contains details about the Taj Mahal. Okay, so before the H2 heading about the Taj Mahal, I'll add the heading H3 and add tip, because it's a very silly kind of tip, but this is just an example. Sorry, I forgot the aside tag. So first we need the aside tag. Within this aside tag, we're going to add the heading H3 about the tip. And I'm also going to add a paragraph. It's a very silly paragraph. Please don't concentrate on the content. Concentrate on what we are trying to focus on. So right now it's not coming like the aside tag. It's coming like a simple heading H3 and a paragraph. So we want it to be on the right hand side of the this Taj Mahal heading and paragraph, like a small box. So we can do this by using the CSS. Okay, I already told you the aside tag, article tag, main tag, they're not going to make any difference in the uh, by just using it in the HTML. We will need the CSS to style it. Okay, so to get a small paragraph, sorry, a small box on the right hand side, we're going to use the CSS, change the color, add some border and something, padding, etc. And we'll see what we get. So first we add the background color. So we've got the background color, but the text is sticking a lot to the edges. So I'm going to add a padding of, let's see, maybe 2 pixels. And also I don't need it to be so wide. I just want a small box. So we're reducing the width to 20% of the whole screen. So now the width is just 20% of the whole screen. And we have our small box. Let's add our padding here. The padding of 2 pixels has been added. And I'll need the border black, solid and 1 pixel. Let's save this and we have our box ready, but we want it to be on the right hand side of the Taj Mahal wala paragraph, right? So I am going to float it to the right. Use the property of float when we have to move it to right, left, or we have to change the position. Okay, so by floating it right, we have received a box on the right hand side of our Taj Mahal paragraph. So that was all about the aside tag and the styling about the aside tag. This is enough for now. The next tag that we're going to see is the details tag. Now the details tag I'm going to be adding inside the second article tag because this detail is going to be about the Statue of Liberty. So let's add our details tag. And after this, I told you that we use this summary tag within the details tag. So the heading about the details tag is going to be inside the summary tag. And we will write whose statue is it. So we're going to add a little extra detail about whose statue is it. That means the Statue of Liberty hosts whose statue. And a little paragraph I already have here. I'll just cut this and paste it within the P tag. The second tag that we have to use for adding the information is the P tag. Let's save this and you can see this small arrow, triangle sort of arrow where we can click on, and as we click on it we get the paragraph, right, that we've added inside the details tag. But this is not how we want it. The user may not know that we have to click on this for the detailed information, right? So we're going to make it a little visible, uh, a little prominently visible. So we're going to go into our CSS and make some changes to it so that it is clearly visible. So first we'll add the details tag and we're going to style the summary first and then we will go to the P tag. So within the details, we'll have the summary and I'm adding a background color. Now I also don't want it to be this wide. Okay, I want it to be a little smaller, the text to be a little visible. So I'm going to change the width to 200 pixels. Also, I'm going to add the padding so that the text doesn't stick to the edges, and I'll align the text to the center. Okay, so now this looks much better. So I'm adding a box shadow here. Okay, so that looks very pretty. Now let's add the cursor to this because we need the user to know that he needs to click on this box. Okay, so we are adding a cursor. Let's save this. And now you see the viewer knows that he needs to click on this little box to get some additional detail. Now we're going to style our paragraph also a little. We don't want it to be looking like this. So I'll add a background color similar to that one of the box, the summary color. I will also add the padding and the box shadow. And in the output, okay, that looks much better. Okay, so that is all about the details tag. I hope this was clear. The last tag that we have to see is the dialog tag. That adds a little dialog box. I'm going to add that after the main tag. So let's add a break tag first. And then the dialog tag. Now dialog always comes with an attribute open. Let's add that, and whatever text we want to display within our dialog box is added between the open and close dialog tags. And that's it. So I hope that this video was clear for you. If you have any doubts or queries, you can write them down in the comment section below. Suggestions are also welcome. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching.